Are you ready for your next big purchase? A good friend of mine he's a single dad. Now he got called to jury duty and he had to be at the courthouse at 7 a.m. Now the conflict that he ran into was his son has to be to school at 8 a.m. So I told him I'd help him out by making sure his son got to school. Now it was one of those situations to where there was a wreck on the interstate and all the secondary roads were just completely jammed and we were late. So I walked the boy in and checked him in at the principal's office and then walked him to class. And as I approached the classroom, I looked in and this guy was giving a story to the class. And we waited outside till the story was done and then we went in. And I approached the teacher and explained about the accident and also said we had been here a little bit, but we were in the hallway listening to the guy give the story. And she had mentioned that once a week somebody comes in from the library and does that. And I kind of chuckled and I said, that dude was really into telling that story. And she looked and she got this little grin on her face and she said, yeah, they're sort of trained to do that because the kids don't understand. They've never lived it. The people who are giving the stories have to tell it in really detail and tell it slowly so the kids can understand and process the information. And I thought, when we are ready to take the next step to our dream and we're about to make that big purchase, whether it may be hiring an employee or getting a new company vehicle or a building or anything along those lines, it's a big step. And the fear of failure begins to kick in. It starts at your amygdala and starts to cover your body with the fear of failure, and the anxiety and the heartbeat just begins to kick in. So as you practice your sales presentations or interviewing process, you just constantly get nervous, sweaty palms, and high anxiety. Now when it comes time to interview that person or ask for the money or sign the contract on the new building, you're going to sit down with that person and you're going to be eye to eye, and that fear of failure is still there. It hasn't gone. But here's the trick. When you're talking to that person, talk to them like they're a child. Talk slow and be descriptive. Because they have never lived the experience. They don't know what it's like or what you're looking for. Have a great week. See you next Monday.